I'm Noah.
I want to find out what's being done to fight the stigma.
Is it related to the cost of living crisis?
I've got dyscalculia. I really struggle with numbers.
BBC Young Reporter Competition. The Winners 2022. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
From New York, a Talking Movies review of 2022, the biggest movie events of the year, the landmark pictures and filmmakers we celebrated, and the unexpected hits, as well as my top 10 films of the year. Join me, Tom Brooke, for Talking Movies review of 2022. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
I've never seen it this bad in my lifetime.
The price has just gone up massively.
As food inflation squeezes shopping budgets, how can households afford the essentials?
I do record everything I spend.
Every penny now counts, so you've really got to think about what you're doing.
Panorama. Why is food so expensive? Watch on BBC iPlayer.
This is BBC News. Our main headlines here. King Charles pays tribute to his late mother, Queen Elizabeth, and reflects on the cost of living crisis in his first Christmas message.
At this time of great anxiety and hardship, be it for those around the world facing conflict, famine, or natural disaster, or for those at home finding ways to pay their bills and keep their families fed and warm.
At least 20 people have died in extreme winter storms in the US and Canada. More than 1 million people are without power. Police in Liverpool are hunting a gunman after a 26-year-old woman died and 4 were injured in a pub shooting on Christmas Eve. As 10 civilians are killed by Russian shelling in the city of Kherson, President Zelensky says airstrikes will not diminish the spirit of Ukrainians. Hello and welcome to BBC News. King Charles has used his first Christmas message to reflect on the cost of living crisis. He spoke of the great anxiety and hardship for those struggling to pay their bills and keep their families fed and warm. The King also paid tribute to his mother, Queen Elizabeth, who was buried at St George's Chapel, where the King delivered his speech. Well, our royal correspondent Nick Witchell was listening to the speech, and earlier he gave me his assessment.
There is, I think, a strong sense of social